What's up, everyone? This is AllDestroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. Last time, we went back into Mementos, where we took down the last of the Mementos requests in the game. We were also given two separate requests, one from Lavenza and one from Jose, both of which are pretty much exactly the same. They want to fight us. Not together, but Jose wants to fight us because he's having a bit of a mental block in his research on humans, and Lavenza wants to fight us because she wants to test our power. In this episode, we're going to take on one of those challenges, and we're going to take on what is definitely the easier of the two. We are going to be taking on Jose today. This is an optional boss fight, and I mentioned this last time, but I'll say it again. To get access to Jose's boss fight, you have to have gotten every single stamp within Mementos. These do carry from New Game Plus, but you don't need to be on New Game Plus to take on Jose. You can do that in your first playthrough, so long as you get all of the stamps. Once you have that, you just need to reach the cognitive control room. I believe you have to reach it after... I think you have to do it after you've secured the route to the treasure in Maruki's palace. So once you've done both of those, you can come back and talk to Jose.
Hi.
And you can take him on in a fight. So we've switched up our party a little bit. I gave Panther some SP. And actually...
Thanks.
Oh, shoot. I'm used to yes being on top and no being on bottom. I wanted to say no because I hadn't saved. This might end badly. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Oh, I'm going to be so worried if I die.
I'm going to start venting now. Don't expect me to hold back. Now! Are you okay? Focus on healing up.
So yeah, Jose is not holding back. But now we have to fight him. Jose. Jose resists physical, and that's it. He's neutral to all other elements. And those are skills: Drift, Fireball, Snowball, Volt Ball, Gale Ball, Psy Ball, Nuke Ball, Bless Ball, Curse Ball, Confuse Ball, Launch, and Special Fireworks. Jose is going to focus, well, all of his moves are multi-target skills. So you have to be on the lookout for basically everything. And really, any sort of magic users are going to be your best friend in this fight. I would go with Izanagi no Okami Bakaro, but for this specifically, I'm going to not use him. I will use Saturnile, though. But I'm wondering... because I definitely want to make sure that whoever I have either nulls or resists physical. We'll go with Addis and heal up everyone. Okay, so what helps with Mona is, one, he can heal, and he also can have Miracle Rush, which can help out a bit if you can manage to knock down Jose. You know, if it hits. Panther is mostly for, you know, debuffs, as well as using High Energy. High Energy will allow us to greatly increase our damage output. And with Noir, Noir has Life Wall, which can protect us from basically anything Jose tries to throw at us.
Here! Not bad.
Thankfully, he only gets one attack, too. What also makes things a little bit complicated, again, well, is the fact that he has multi-targets on basically everything. So you kind of need to be a little bit careful. I'm going to use Thermopylae. That buffs all of us up. I am going to use a Garudine. May as well get some damage output. We'll go with a Matarunda. Because I don't have, Debilitate on me right this second. That's probably going to be best. And then a one-shot kill. Because he's neutral to guns.
Here goes.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Super move. Ultra charge.
Okay, you really didn't need that?
Persona!
Well, I guess that works. Let's switch to Saturnile.
You're mine.
Ow! That hurts more than I thought it would. But that's not all your feelings yet, is it? We're just getting started. Try to keep up with me. What's your next move?
Alright.
Not
Next,
finished
we'll
yet.
just hit him with a Garudine.
Get ready.
And then an Agidine. And to kind of protect us, Life Wall still works really well. If I just had Makarkarn, that would also work, but Life Wall would help us in case,
Kabam!
you know, that happens. And since he's neutral to everything, those attacks just hurt him.
I'm starting to enjoy this. Why though? This hurts so much, but I'm actually enjoying it. Wait, I need to focus. Here I come, folks!
Honestly, this isn't really all that bad, especially with Saturnile. What do I have that would be decent with physical? Thanatos Picaro, maybe? Preferably not anyone that has a weakness.
Search!
We'll go with Cert. We'll use a Gigantomachia.
Ravage them!
Even with the resist, it still deals a good amount of damage.
Try not to fall for me.
Okay, and I don't really have much else I can do. Can maybe hope for a crit.
Not bad. Persona.
Okay, and then... Yeah, just go with another Life Wall.
Huh?
Noir's best use is just making sure that no one gets knocked down. Especially since Jose will always seem to target your weaknesses.
Let's go.
Okay, at this point, let's go ahead and hit him with a Diamond Dust.
There!
I'm try and maybe slow down the fight so I just don't end it immediately. With Mona's turn, I am going to go ahead and use a Soul Food because I have 30 of those. Panther can hit him with an Agidine. And then Noir can put up another Life Wall. She is basically my support for this fight. Otherwise, Jose can knock us down and then potentially use Confusion against us.
Okay, next.
Persona!
Alright, so let's go ahead and switch back to Atis.
Alright.
Pop us back up.
Persona.
And then Garudine.
Let's do this.
And with an Agidine. And And then once again, life wall.
Me.
This is really the easy way to take down
I
Jose.
really understand how you feel now. Thank you. Now, it's time to show you how I feel. This is what I've learned from studying humans. Witness my true feelings. Huh.
Blast ball?
Ow!
Huh.
This one's special.
Uh-oh.
Let's do this.
Let's dance.
Ah, that is some really bad timing there. I am going to go ahead. Who has good endurance from all my personas? I'm gonna say Raul. Yeah, let's go with Raul. And I'm going to guard with everyone else, but I'm gonna try Showtime. I don't think we've seen with Joker and Violet's specialty one against a boss. And I may end up getting myself killed for this, but let's go for it. Showtime!
Come on.
Senpai.
Go for it.
Together. You get into the Platinum League for that.
So that was cool. I'm gonna have everyone else guard. And pray that Joker doesn't die.
No holding back.
Oh, Joker totally would have died.
You guys are
Okay, well, Joker would have absolutely 100% died right there. So yeah. That would have been bad, and then I'd have to redo literally everything. So that would have been cool. Go ahead and... We're pretty much seeing everything that Jose can do. No, we'll just switch back to Satanile.
Go down.
And try to finish him off.
Come forward. My other set. Not bad. Persona.
Almost.
Ow.
And I think since Nor is still charged and concentrated,
How's this? Huh.
that did not end it.
Oh man. This one's special.
Okay, and that will be bad. Thankfully, oh shoot, oh my stuff's reverting. Thankfully he's almost down, so hopefully I should be able to finish this. If not, then I'm just totally boned.
Ravage them.
So this is what a human feels.
And there we go, we've taken down Jose. That took significantly less time than I was expecting it to. Probably because I used Satanile.
Power courses through me.
Well.
Ow. Good job all around. Sorry about that.
So, have you understood how I feel now?
Painfully well. Thanks to all of you, Ooh, did you learn something new? I'm pretty sure I understand humans less than ever.
You sound happy, though.
I was anticipating he'd say the exact opposite.
Yeah, I was hoping things would end on a happy note here. Well, this is an issue. I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
Why are you sorry?
Well, you did say you understand humans even less now and all.
That's great news.
It is?
Humans aren't the easiest to comprehend. That's why they can get lost and look for other people they trust. Sometimes they even try to accomplish the impossible with those people. Like you all just tried to do for me. Now I'm sure that's what it means to be human. So, it's impossible to learn everything about humans in such a short time. Although, it did make me realize just how much I love them.
So our assistance was to your satisfaction.
Yup. I finally understand now. I can go back to that person whenever I want.
Hey, Jose, who's this person you keep mentioning? And while we're at it, who are you?
I am me. I'm Jose, a boy who got a little smarter because I met all of you. No matter who we are, we're always searching for ourselves. Just remember, there are more folks observing humankind than you might realize.
That sounds weirdly ominous. Who's studying humans besides you?
It's a secret for now. You'll find out someday. I have something for you, to thank you for spending so much time helping me. Here, take this.
And for a reward, we get the Star Water Tray.
This is so interesting. Oh, humans. No wonder the others just can't leave them be.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Don't worry, it's nothing. See you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I hope you'll still help me collect flowers, too. Off I go. Good job!
I don't fully understand what just happened, but did that take care of his problem?
I think so.
Jose. He may be weird, but he sure is a cute little kid.
Lady On, I'm cute too.
So, I'm sure you're all probably wondering, what the heck was the point of Jose? And the answer is we don't know. That is honestly the best answer that I can give. We honestly do not know anything about Jose, and Jose is only been shown in Royal. So, he mentioned that he was studying humans for a certain person, and it's never elaborated. It is never elaborated in Royal who exactly he's doing research for, or for what purpose he's researching it for. There are theories as to what exactly Jose is doing and what his research is for and who this person is. And unless it's just someone that we have never seen within Persona before, and it is someone that, you know, we've recognized, the most, well, the theory that I subscribe to as to what exactly Jose is studying humans for is that he is in some way connected to Elizabeth. Why Elizabeth and not, say, Lavenza? Well, I feel like if it was Lavenza, he would have told us it was for Lavenza, or Lavenza would mention something like that. Yet, she doesn't. So I think that it's not really likely that it's Lavenza. Plus, what use does Lavenza have for studying humans? As for why exactly it's Elizabeth, Jose mentions that there are other beings that are researching humans, that are observing them. And when you take a look at Jose's design, he looks remarkably similar to a velvet attendant. Specifically, he has silver hair and yellow eyes, two trademark visual indicators of a velvet attendant. Elizabeth has it, Theo has it, Margaret has it, Caroline and Justine have it, and Lavenza has it. Every single Velvet attendant has those two qualities. They have silver hair and yellow eyes. The only major difference between Jose and the rest of the Velvet attendants is that Jose wears all silver, whereas the Velvet attendants all wear blue. So that's really the only major difference. Whether or not Jose is actually a Velvet attendant, maybe like a Velvet attendant in training, or just created by someone of the Velvet Room, remains completely unclear. However, the reason that I say that he's likely referring to Elizabeth is more so to deal with who among the Velvet attendant would want to research humans. Now, all the Velvet attendants, to some degree, research humanity in some way. You have the Elizabeth dates, you have the twin dates. Margaret also kind of acts in that capacity as well. Much to a lesser degree when it comes to Margaret specifically. But when it comes to Elizabeth, Elizabeth does have her own character arc, mostly through the Persona Arena games. In those games, Elizabeth is on the search to basically find some way to basically create a substitute for the seal to Erebus. The seal that Minato, the Persona 3 protagonist, has when he used his soul as a seal to keep Erebus at bay, to make sure that humanity doesn't yearn for death. Elizabeth searches to find some way to alleviate Minato from that seal, so that way his soul can rest in peace. That is basically what her role is within the Persona 4 fighting games. Now, what exactly would that have to do with Jose? Well, what Elizabeth would be searching for is basically the root cause for humanity's desire. Specifically, their desire for death, in the way that it's shown in Persona 3. So, whether or not she created Jose or recruited Jose, she's essentially using Jose to search and research for human desires, while she's off doing her own research and just her own exploration. So, Jose manages to get to mementos, which is the root of human desires, and that's why he's here studying them. Studying the cause of desires and what exactly makes humanity tick. In that particular way, there may be some way in order to either maybe rewrite cognition or potentially influence humanity in some way, if not just completely rewriting it like the way that, say, Maruki's doing it. Finding some way to change humanity's desire so that way they cease yearning for death. And in that way, the seal either doesn't need to exist, or there is some other alternative in order to lift the seal. At least Minato's soul from being the seal. Now, is any of that confirmed in canon? Absolutely not! But that is basically the most common theme when it comes to, or at least not theme, the most common theory when it comes to what exactly Jose is doing here. It could be that he's working for someone else. Hell, he could be working for Igor. He could be working for Philemon, to be honest. There's any number of different people that he could be working for. It's also very entirely possible that he's working for someone that has never been introduced within Persona canon at this point in time. That very well could be likely. But given any sort of information that we have, that's basically just the theory when it comes to Jose. It does seem weird that Atlas introduces a character and then ceases to elaborate on what their deal is. Basically, Jose is going to show up at some point in time within a future game in order to elaborate further on this. I would put my money on a Persona 5 fighting game. But, you know, until he shows up again, we're just kind of grasping at straws and just theorizing as to what exactly Jose was doing. At any rate, we're done here. We managed to defeat Jose, and we are out of here. Now, as for the item that we got, the item was the Star Water Tray. This is just a key item. It doesn't actually serve any purpose, however. It is simply a recognition that you have defeated Jose. Excuse me. Basically, if you have this item, it unlocks an achievement within the Thieves' Den. And that achievement basically just says that, oh, you defeated Jose. So that's all really that key item is used for. Now, we do still have one other fight that we need to do. But, you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and call it a day a bit earlier than usual. Before we actually do an outro, though, let's go ahead and head on into the Velvet Room and use this fusion alarm. So, our next super-powered gun that we're going to get is Morgana's best slingshot, the Sudarshana EX. So, this is what you get when you itemize Vishnu. Has 330 base power and 90 accuracy and has a high chance to inflict dizzy. Compared to his normal weapon, obviously the power is lessened, but we can fix that the next time we go to EY. So that's not that big of a deal. Compared to its base form, it has a higher chance to dizzy and has 15 additional power. So let's go ahead and make Morgana's best weapon. So that's another gun taken care of. And now to just simply up Raoul's stats. Once again, just using a Crystal Skull and buffing up Raoul's stats. So let's see what sort of stat gains he gets this time. Okay, 2 strength, 2 agility, and 1 luck. Okay, not bad. Not bad. He does need more strength. Endurance would be better, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And 5 extra points is still 5 extra points. So this has been a significantly shorter episode compared to literally every other Persona 5 video I've done. But we're gonna go ahead and call it a day right here. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 5 Royal, we have one final task that we need to do. We need to take on Lavenza. This is not going to be an easy fight, and there are plenty of guides that recommend that you be max level before you do this. I am not max level. I do, however, have max level personas. So hopefully that'll help out at least a little bit. It's not going to be just an easy fight that I can just use Izanagi no Okami Bakaro to just wipe through everything. This is actually going to require a bit more strategy in order to actually get through. But we'll see how tough it is! And we'll probably get our ass kicked repeatedly. But we shall still endeavor to try. So until next time, everyone, take care.